Hello, my name is Amir and I'm from Skill Curve, and today I will be discussing about RANKX formula in detail. The DAX language has a function that is called as RANKX that returns the ranking of a sorted element based on the given expression. The RANKX formula returns the ranking of a number in a list of numbers for each row in the table argument. Here is the syntax below. So in our dataset, I want the customer should not only be ranked by one measure and can actually be having two measures. So let's suppose that I want to rank them with total sales, but the total sales itself is not enough. I'm also interested in the profit margins. I will like to have a customer where we have the high amount of sales and also high amount of profit margins. And this will be my top ranked customer. So let's get started. So the first thing is to visual our customer name. So from the orders table, I will click on that and then I will go to the values and increase the size to 15. And this will be easier for you to understand. Now let's just add the total sales by tick marking it. Before going further, I want to make a measure for total cost. So create a new measure and name it as total cost. And then we will use the SumX function for the orders table to multiply the amount with the purchasing price in the orders tables. And then press enter. Now we want to calculate the total profit. So to do that, we will create a new measure and then name it as total profit. And then we will simply subtract the total sales from the total cost. So create a new measure here to create the profit margin, and here we will use the divide function and then write in the total profit with the sales and then just add a 0. Now let's tick mark the new measure here and format it to percentage. We can see our margins here. Now if you want to see the highest margin, we will simply sort it by clicking here. So we can see the highest profit margin is above 50%, where on the other hand, the sales are really low. So that is the reason that I want to combine these two measures. We can create two separate measures and then combine them. So let's create a new measure and then call it as a sale ranking. And then we will use the RANKX function here. And here, as we saw earlier in the RANKX function, we will also have the table first. And here we want to use all function to see all the customer company. And then for expression, we will write in total sales. And then let's skip the value here. And for the order, we will say that we want descending because we want the highest amount of sales should be number 1 in the ranking. And then let's close the bracket here and then press enter. Now let's tick mark that, and here we can see our sales ranking. Let's click on the sort option here and we can see the highest sale ranking is by the company quick sort and so on. Now we will do the similar thing for profit margin. Let's create a new measure and name that as profit margin ranking and then use the formula as RANKX function. And the formula is all the same as the previous one. We are ranking all the customer with the company, but our expression here will be profit margin and we are sorting it by descending. Now let's press enter. And then we will tick mark the profit ranking measure that we just created, and then we can see we got our ranking. Let's sort that and see the highest profit margin, and here we can see that Franchi as the top profit margin rank, which is also the top profit margin as we saw earlier. Now let's simply add these two rankings. So let's create a new measure here and name that as total ranking and write in the profit margin ranking and add the sales ranking. And then press enter. Now let's tick mark that so that we can visualize it. And we can see both of our rankings are added and placed in one field, which is the total ranking. Now we can use the total ranking to create our final ranking. So basically we're creating a ranking based on our rankings because we want the optimal answer. For example, if we want the sale ranking as 1 and the profit ranking as 1, so the total should be 2 because that's simply addition and I want the final ranking to show as 1. So let's create a new measure and name it as final ranking, and we will use the RANKX function, and we can also use the all function for the company name, and the expression will be the total ranking, and the values for now we can skip it and sort this by ascending order here. And now let's evaluate that. So press enter, tick mark that so we can visualize it in our table, and we can see our ranking as 1, 2, 3 and so on. Because we sorted our rankings already and we have the final ranking in order here as well. And if you observe our table here, we have the total ranking as 62 twice, so we get the final ranking as 10 accordingly. But after that, our ranking is 12 for 64 as the total rank. So to fix that, we will go back to our formula and then write in dense, so no values are skipped. And now let's evaluate that. And now you can see our values are continuous and no values are skipped. I hope that you understand how we are using the RANKX function to rank our sales and profit. So that's it for this lab. Thank you so much for watching.